Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Ebony.
And I'm Erica.
And today's video, we're celebrating Black History Month this month, so we decided to do a video that kind of acknowledges that and combines one of our channel's hot topics, which is hair. And we're bringing you 5 hair hacks that women used back in the times of slavery. And yeah, so just to bring y'all up to speed on why they're using these hacks. When women were taken from their homeland and brought to America, they were using their country's resources to take care of their hair, and hair was a big thing as far as their pride and their customs. But when they were sold to America, they were stripped of everything, like they had nothing. And so they really had to be resourceful, but we do have to give them props because they used whatever they could find, and they were just resilient and just using those products. And it wasn't in the best circumstances or the best reasons, but they did what they could with what they had. So we decided to come up with an idea because we did make the connection from what they were using back then to what people were using today, may have used or still using. So that's what we thought. It was pretty interesting. It's a little bit of a connection. Yeah, there's a little connection. So we made a connection with each hack. So we're going to get on into it and list these hacks for you so you can see the connection, because you may or may not have used them. Also, when you guys get a chance, check out this book. It's called Hair Story, Untangling the Roots of Black Hair in America. And it really goes deep into our history when it comes to hair. So it's an eye-opener for sure. So check that out. Yeah. So hack number 1 that they were using was kerosene. And when I heard about that, I was like, kerosene, you use that in lamps and fuel for jet engines and stuff like that. So I couldn't really make the connection. Well, I first made the connection to hair was because it came from petroleum, and petroleum makes mineral oil that you use in hair. But I mean, they're related, but it's not all that related. And then I read more that actually they were using the kerosene, because kerosene actually kills living things. They were using kerosene to clean their scalp, and apparently they were having issues with lice and stuff, so the kerosene was killing the lice and cleaning their scalp. Well, their way of cleaning their scalp. And one thing that I noticed when I was doing my research is that people actually did that. When you get a chance, ask your mom or your grandparents, because this was like an old-fashioned remedy. When kids came home with lice, their parents would use kerosene on their scalp to get rid of the lice, because kerosene apparently killed lice instantly. So that wasn't just the thing that was going on back then. But depending how old you are, some of y'all might remember it, and some of y'all, your parents or your grandparents might remember. I'm gonna ask my grandma and stuff, because that was like a big thing. I don't know how people got away with that, because kerosene is not good to inhale, ingest, and it's not good for your skin either. So yeah, but they were using that. So. Alright, so next is bacon grease. Now, it's not as bad as kerosene, but it's still a little odd. However, we did make the connection from back then to today. They used bacon grease back then to like care for their scalp and to lay their edges down, lay their hair down and everything. And at first we were like, oh, bacon grease today. Yeah, grease your scalp and stuff, but no, that's not the connection. Actually, there's animal fat in bacon grease, and there's animal fat in products and hair products today. And the animal fat is rich in like keratin and helping repair damaged hair. Yeah. So that's in a lot of shampoos and conditioners. So that's kind of the connection that we made with the bacon grease that they use to like the products that that we use today. And some hair products, they'll have animal. They'll say cruelty free because it doesn't say exactly what animal fat is in there. They'll list it in vitamins, because animal fat is high in vitamins. A lot of products now are being made cruelty free, which is good and everything. But yeah, that's just the connection that we made from back then to now. Alright, hack number 3 is butter. Butter is not that bad compared to kerosene and bacon grease, but it was just straight up butter. And what they were using along with bacon grease, they were using on their hair, the butter to once again make their hair smooth and shiny and moisturized. And they were kind of onto something, because today people use butter on their hair as some kind of conditioning treatment. I've never used it, but it is a type of conditioning treatment that people use at home. You take, I guess in the grocery store you can find unsalted butter, and then take it and put it all over your hair, and then put a shower cap on it and go to sleep, and then the next morning you can just shampoo it out. And that's a practice that actually was used in Ethiopia. I think it's an Ethiopian practice that they started. They use ghee butter, and ghee butter is like a clarified butter where it's just fats and oils and almost like a solid and stuff. So clarified butter, it's like a thing. I don't know if you guys have tried it, let me know. I think you can buy it offline or something, I don't know, but if you can't find it anywhere, they say unsalted butter you can use. So yeah, that's actually something that people do today. They just use it as a deep condition treatment. So alright, so the next hack is coffee, and back then they used coffee to dye their hair as like an at-home treatment. Now today, I'm not sure if it's widely used, but we have researched and seen it. You mix it with conditioner. First you brew the coffee and then you mix it with conditioner, leave it on for about an hour, and then shampoo as usual. And that's like a treatment that you can do.
To dye your hair.
Yeah, coffee is actually good for a good scalp treatment. The caffeine promotes hair growth and everything. So if you haven't heard of it before, maybe you can like give it a try, or comment below if you know somebody that's done it, or if you've done it. So yeah, it's kind of odd, but
I don't think it'll hurt though.
Yeah. And the last hack, number 5, is nylon strips and string. What they would do, the women would elongate their curls. They'll make their curls a little bit, they'll stretch their curls. That's what they were trying to do. So they won't be like really tight and kinky, because that's not the look they were going for. So the more loose your curls, the more straight your hair was. I guess that was a way to get treated better at the time and everything. So what they would do is they would wrap their hair around string, or another thing I read was that they will use for their kids, they would take nylon strips and then just wrap their kids' hair and everything to kind of train the kids' hair to be straight. So the connection with what they were using back then to what we use today, or may have used, especially if you rock your natural hair. In the natural hair community, there's this thing called threading. I don't know if you guys have tried it, if you have natural hair, but it's called threading, where you take a thread and just kind of wrap your hair around the thread, or the thread around your hair. But it's just a method where people use to promote length, or just to elongate their curls and everything without using heat. I think a lot of younger kids wore that. I don't know if your parents made you wear your hair like that, or if you wore your hair like that, but yeah, it's a pretty cool method, like a heatless method to kind of get that length going. And then for us, obviously with the nylon strips, we do keep our hair straight without having to use a flat iron every day, or curling iron or whatever. So we do wrap our hair. So that was a connection I made with, you know, how they would wrap their kids' hair, obviously for different reasons today, but the whole method they were using really kind of translated to what we do today when we wrap our hair with a satin scarf, which, by the way, funny enough, satin is actually made out of nylon. So I thought the connection right there was pretty interesting as well. Alright guys, so that's it for our video. Hope you guys found this educational and informing and everything. Like I said, we'll have the book listed below. And please go check out that book. And I just thought it was cool how we made the connections between what our ancestors used, and then over the years how it has progressed to what we use now. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And like Erica said, if you learned something, let us know. If you tried everything, let us know. Share it if you would like others to know. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. We have more videos coming up on Wednesday and Sunday. Be sure to set your notifications and subscribe to us so you can get notified whenever we do upload a video. And yeah, in between those upload days, just check us out. Come hang out with us on Instagram, because we're up there a lot. Instagram and Snapchat. But yeah, come say hi to us on Instagram. We got Instagram Live going, Instagram stories and stuff. So yeah, just hang out with us there, say hi. Yeah, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.